All right, I'm looking at another Weaver. This is the word ladder game where we change one letter at a time to get from one word to the next. Today we're going from fade to away. Well, we obviously can't switch to a double A. FW is going to be tricky too. So I think we're going to have to do sort of a in-between or type of thing. So from fade, something like made, but it's got to be something that we can then use a W. Like sade, which isn't a word. Okay, we could change something to something like face. But is that gonna help? Face, and then I kind of want to do a W because we could do sway. I mean, I want to do an S with the W because we could do sway, which would be good. So S-A, we can't do safe. S-A, sail? Fail that way? No. What else can we do here? Fate. Fate and sate, that would work. But then we can't do the W because of the... Oh man, this is tricky. Okay, maybe we don't need to get to the S yet. Maybe we'll get the S later. But sway is good. But then if you're working backwards, I'm not sure what else is one letter away from away besides sway. I think it almost has to be sway. And then from there, slay maybe? Slay would work. But sway and swam? So the trick with this one is we've got the problem of the it's a double problem. So the beginning has consonant vowel, and we need to get to vowel consonant. The end has consonant vowel, and we need to get to vowel consonant-ish. And that's the tricky part because you got to do that flip-flop, and so it makes it hard because somehow at some point you have to have a double vowel or a double consonant. That's the only option, which is why I like the SW because we've got the double consonant. But we need to do the same kind of thing at the end. And the DE is tricky because doing a consonant, we could do an S. An S could be good. Something like alas could be a good kind of in-betweener. Okay, so let's do fads. Okay, so then you've got, it's almost like a triple problem. You've got the consonant vowel at the beginning that needs to become vowel consonant. The consonant vowel at the end that needs to become vowel consonant. But then in the middle, you've got vowel consonant that has to become consonant vowel. And so... somehow we have to get... Oh man, it's really interesting. We probably need to have a double vowel in the middle is what we need to have. So if we do something like fads, feds, fees, okay. At least we've got the double vowel in the middle. Now, if we can change C's, C's. There's no way this is the optimal. I want to do... Oh, man, what do we can do... I mean, you could do something like spas, but... seat, swat, sway, and away. No way it's the optimal, but I got there. 9. The optimal was 7. All right. I'll take it. That was a tough one. That's the hard part is when you got to swap the consonant vowel order, and especially on this one because there was kind of essentially 3 places you had to do that. Very interesting. All right, let's try the Weaver X, which is when there's different word lengths. We can add and remove letters. Okay, ire and anger. Let's go. Well, from anger. What do we want? What do we want to? Wow. I'm trying to think of something that's 1 letter away from anger. Auger? Auger. Auger, but then from auger. Well, you could do ager. Ager would work without the N, actually. And then I don't suppose R. We could switch to R. And then I want it to be. I want to do something ER. Age. Ager. Oh, ager isn't a word. So what's 1 letter from anger other than auger? We could do angel. Angel would work. But then again, where do we? I don't think ange is a word. Where do we go to from angel? I can't believe ager isn't a word. I'm just not even sure. Just working backwards from anger. I don't know what I can even change to other than auger. And is auger even? Auger might not even be ER. I don't know. Is auger? Yeah, it's got to be ER. Auger. Okay, auger. But from auger, what? Huger? Huger, maybe? From auger, and then huge. And then hug. Okay, so if I can get to... Can I get to hug? Or huge? Or... auger, huger, huge, and hug. Arg. Hug. Hub? Arb? AU. We could do art. I'm trying to get to hut, potentially. But AUT isn't a word. How do we... The problem is, this is the same problem we just had. To get to huge, we've got to swap the vowel consonant at the beginning. We could add a letter at the beginning, though. We could do something like cart. Kurt. Hurt. Hut. Hug. Huge. Huger. Auger. Anger. Again, there's no way that's the optimal. Not even close. Oh, wow. Okay, I must have been missing something obvious, but I don't know. I'm not sure how else to get there other than auger, huger. I don't know. It was a little weird having to add a letter and remove a letter, but whatever. I got there. All right, well, let me know how today's Weaver and Weaver X went for you and what your solutions looked like. And, of course, be sure to subscribe for more.